And welcome to Aubrey Books and Coffee. Please grab your favorite beverage of choice and join me. Welcome to the month of May! Yay! So I did my TBRW rolls, and this time I'm actually going to bring you with me on those rolls so you can see them as they happen, and then my apothecary jar pick as it happens. It's going to be clunky because it's my first time doing it, but I think it's so fun to get to watch those and not just see what was picked, but to actually see the rules as they happen. And my husband and my daughter surprised me with an early Mother's Day gift and had these cards specially made and the dice specially made so that my TBRW could happen. So I hope you enjoy.
All right, so for the first time ever in May, we're going to do the TBR game together. And we're going to first take our 20-sided die and see how many times we're going to roll. And it looks like 13. Oh my goodness. So there's going to be at least 13 books this month. All right, guys, you ready? Let's do this. Looks like a book. So our prompt is a book that intimidates you. Yeesh. So the prompt was a book that intimidates you. Well, for me, that would be anything Stephen King. I think he's creepy and he gives me nightmares. So plus he writes really, really thick books. So that is my pick for that prompt. All right, rule number 2. I'm gonna be busy this month. Cookie. All right, the cookie prompt, black and white cover. Okay, so the prompt said a black and white cover. So if you got the chance to watch my Books A Million book haul, you know I got the beautiful Lore novel. So that, I know there's some gold in there too, but it is primarily black and white, and that's my pick for that one. Rule number 3, here we go. Roll again. Still number 3, another cookie. Lots of cookies today. And the prompt is beautiful cover, and there's a coffee break. And again, I got these beautiful ideas from Kim from Whimsical Narratives. So first we'll go find a beautiful cover, and then we'll see what happens in our coffee break. So the prompt was a beautiful cover. Well, I've been wanting to read more of Jay Kristoff, and I think that is a really cool, stunning cover, excuse me. So I'm excited to be able to read this. So we also had a coffee break, which means we have our coffee break items in here, and we do a draw, and then we open them one-handed. And we make fun of my terrible handwriting as we read that I get to do an additional check mark, it looks like. Yay! So it looks like I've already finished another book even though I haven't. That's where I get to do that extra check mark. Yay! All about that. Okay, so we've already had our coffee break, which means we don't get another one even if we draw it. So now roll number 4. And it's a glass of wine. Yay, wine! Spice it up. Ooh! So the prompt said to spice it up, and I chose Neon Gods. Don't judge me. I'll let you know how it is. Roll number 5. Another wine glass. Lots of wine this time. And the prompt says A to Z choice from my A to Z challenge. Interesting. I have a couple letters I haven't finished yet. The prompt was to fulfill one of the letters I'm still missing on my A to Z challenge. And as you saw with that picture, one of the letters I'm missing is the letter V. So I chose These Violent Delights. Roll number 6. Almost halfway there. And we have a coffee cup. Excellent. Let's get some coffee. Read a sequel. Okay, so the prompt was a sequel, and I'm excited because, again, if you watch the video with my book haul, I got the sequel to Aurora Rising, Aurora Burning. Roll number 7. And wine again. You guys are going to think I'm a lush. All right, the prompt is a biography or memoir. Okay, the prompt was a memoir, and I have always wanted to read Michelle Obama's Becoming memoir. So I am excited to read that one, and I actually have it through Audible. All right, roll number 8. Beginning to think I should have done a 10-sided die instead of a 20. More wine. I swear I'm not doing that on purpose. All right, enemies to love story. Oh, I love that trope. Okay, the prompt was enemies to lovers. And so I chose Once Upon a Broken Heart. Roll number 9. Wine. I swear there's more on that dice than just that. All right, most anticipated read. Oh, I know what I'm grabbing for this one. Okay, the prompt is most anticipated read. And for me, of course, that's going to be Sarah J. Maas's Crescent City. Roll number 10. Ah, a peppermint, finally. And it says a historical fiction. Okay, so the prompt was historical fiction. And I'm beginning to think it's important every month that I do a book haul, a large one, because it ends up fulfilling a lot of my prompts in my game. So I'm going to try to talk my husband into that. So I chose for the book, Lux. Roll number 11, we're almost there. And it's a roll again. And it is a coffee cup. So coffee cup is to continue a series. So the prompt this time was to continue a series. And of course, you know, I love Jennifer Armentrout. So I'm doing her prequel, Shadow in the Ember. Roll number 12. Another coffee cup. And it says newest publication date. So the prompt was newest publication date. I chose Hotel Magnifique. Last roll. Here we go. A peppermint. Yay! All right. From another country. Okay, the prompt was from another country, which can be either the author or the setting for the novel. And in this case, I chose, I can't remember, The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea, the beautiful cover, set in Korea, and the author is first generation Korean American. So I'm excited to read this. All right, so I also draw from the apothecary jar. It ends up having all kinds of choices in here. So I shake, 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 and I pull it out and unfold it. And it looks like it's gonna be Monday's Not Coming, which is completely blurry. I'm sorry, guys. By Tiffany Jackson. It's just not gonna focus. You're just gonna have to trust me. That's what it said. Would I lie to you? So I do that as an extra read. And then, of course, I do my writing prompts, which I am not going to roll until I go get a different dice. There's no way I'm going to do a possible 13 writing prompts.
So I'm going to end up doing all of those. That was insane. 13, really? My fault. I shouldn't have done a 20-sided die. That's completely on me. But anyway, I'm going to make sure that I read all of those, plus the apothecary for 14. Plus, of course, I do Bookopoly with my family, as you know. And so for that role, I got Kingdom of the Wicked. So we'll see how that goes. And then I have the book club that I'm in with Janine for reading in color, and that one is Blue Skinned Gods. And actually, I love, love, love Kim on Whimsical Narratives. I do her reading sprints on Tuesdays and Fridays. We always have a great discussion and a good time. Well, she has her own TBR called TBR Cafe, and it was really enjoyable to watch her roll up until she said, these next 5 rolls are a challenge for you guys. So now I've got 5 more added to my TBRW. I ended up choosing, the first prompt was a recommendation from a friend, and so for that one she recommended Fable, so it has been added to my list. Then the next prompt was a reread. Well, I've been rereading the Throne of Glass series, so that works out perfect. I am adding Empire of Storms. The next prompt was set in a country that you would like to visit. I've always wanted to see Scotland. I love bagpipe music. I just want to go there so bad. So I've added Outlander, which I know is a TV series for that as well, so I'll have to check both out. The next prompt was non-human characters as the main characters. Well, you know I'm reading through the ACOTAR for the first time, so I chose Court of Wings and Ruin. The last prompt, the 5th one, was for royalty by title or plot. And again, I love Jennifer Armentrout series, and I had yet to read her prequel, and so I chose Shadow in the Ember. So thank you guys for joining me, and I hope you had a good time as I did, and wish me luck because that's a lot of books. That's over 20 books, and I haven't even gotten to my book boxes yet, so let's see what the end of the month is like. Thank goodness there's 31 days. And last but certainly not least, the W portion of my TBRW.
All right, a 6-sided die. Less ambitious. 1! Woohoo! That's great. So I only have to roll 1 time. And it's a cookie, so pulling from my writing stack. The cookie says to write 500 words. Oh, that's going to be so easy. Wow!
So easy with that roll, right? Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful. But I am hoping to continue, like I said, and get these knocked out. So I'll write more than that, more than just 500 words. Take care, guys.